Hey YouTube, it's Diary of an Emo Girl. Today we're going to be doing a story time of the most toxic relationship I've ever had. Grab your popcorn. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna need a drink for this. Cheers. We are going to be naming him Oogie Boogie because obviously I don't say names in my story times, but also the name is very fitting. I guess we could start off with the fact that I was 18 and he was 27. And we met on Hinge. First date went great. Second date, I moved in. Because what 18-year-old isn't looking for a home? I mean, he lived alone. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm moving in tomorrow. I cleaned his entire apartment. I think like week 1. He was gone at work. I didn't have anything to do. I really want this guy to like me. I'm gonna play trad wife. Remember, he would go to work and I would just stay in his bed and not know what the hell to do with myself.
Baby, I'm home.
I didn't have a car, okay? So I like couldn't leave the house. Literally just laying in bed, waiting for them. Like a fucking dog, like a fucking puppy. You're just like waiting for someone to come home, like, oh. And then they're like, oh, you're just in bed, how cute. Do you remember one night, he came back from Jack in the Box. You know what? Let's dig into some Jack in the Box while we talk about this fucker. I was fucking eating a taco. $1 taco. And this motherfucker's like,
Don't get used to this, baby. I'm not gonna be paying for everything.
like, was he joking? I really don't know. It's fucking Jack in the Box. This is like the most German beer ever. Alright, let's continue on. Ever since then, he was making me pay 50-50. I don't have an issue with the whole 50-50 thing if both partners agree to it, both partners are making equal income. Different scenario. But I was 18, working at a coffee shop, and this man was a programmer, making 3 times more than me. He even like wanted me to move in so that I could like pay rent with him. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, he literally wanted to like lower his rent. Like, he's thinking like business. He's like,
How can I, have a cheaper lifestyle?
this man actually also got rid of his car like that same month. He's like, yeah, I actually just got rid of my car. I'm gonna live the cheap lifestyle. And then like, he just like randomly started locking me out of his house when we get into arguments. So I learned my lesson real quick. Yeah, dating the guy with his own place is nice, but if you don't have a car, aka a way to get the f out, it turns into holy hell real quick. He locked me out, purposefully didn't give me my belongings, and I was like gonna crash out. Because I'm knocking on his door and he answers and he's like, I don't like your energy.
You're ruining the energy here.
If you don't like my energy, why the f are you keeping my belongings in your house? Give me my f belongings so I can leave. I literally called up my dad and was like, dude, I know you're like not insane anymore, but I need you to be an actual psychopath right now for me. Please, I'm begging you. I need you to break into his house. Like literally smash his window and kick his ass because I need to get out of here. And my dad's just like, sweetie, calm down. It's gonna be okay. I'll have a talk with him. I'm like, a talk? Dude, you used to kick guys' asses all the time. What happened? Now you're not gonna kick someone's ass for me? It was like the one time in life that I needed my dad to be a psycho. And he wasn't. There was another time where we were walking at night and we got into some sort of argument. I don't remember what it was about, but he literally randomly just fucking left me on the corner of the street.
I'm leaving.
And he walked the other way. Left me stranded. Had no idea how to get home. I think my phone was dead or something. Here's where things get kind of crazy. Remember briefly him telling me that he was into the occult. A little weirded out. I was like, whoa, dude. I remember asking him, hey, are you like a
Satanist or something?
He had like his journals on like his computer. Oh, okay, he's journaling about me. Cute. Until I found that there was a literal file of me that was locked under my name. That's not creepy at all, dude. I don't know if he's like got like my astrology chart, in there or if it's a little more serious and he's doing some weird love spell. I have no idea. So this is gonna get a little bit creepy to some. So if you're like not into the occult and witchcraft and you're sensitive, click off this video. Things are gonna get a little weird. I feel like LA is actually kind of like full of people that have practiced the occult.
Manifesting. We're changing everything for me.
But I ended up like meeting this gay guy that was a witch. And we became very close. And here's the thing. Oogie Boogie started getting kind of weird. He basically started to get weird about me and my gay bestie's friendship. I don't know what it was. Gay bestie thought Oogie Boogie had a crush on him. Who knows? We were hanging out. Oogie Boogie was kind of third wheeling, okay? But he was like, I'm gonna go on a walk. I don't want to intrude on your guys' girl talk. And we were just like, what? So that became a whole thing. He was fucking pissed. He was like, I'm not a girl. Remember that kind of like ruined our friendship. He was not having it. They were like getting into it. It was like weird. For that same like week or same month, got like a text and he was like, hey, I really have a bad feeling about your boyfriend. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, intuitively, I feel like he hexed me. And I was like, what? It was like, no, like it's like a dark feeling. Like he's dark. He's like demonic. And I was like, I knew he was a Satanist. But then like it got weirder. He told me that he was having like severe pain in his chest and he ended up in the hospital for having a near heart attack. And the doctor said they have no idea why. As I'm like talking to my friend, I noticed that Oogie Boogie is just blank stare. Stoic. Not worried, nothing. Like honestly, it was like kind of eerie. After the phone call, I was like, hey, like my friend's like in the hospital. He like almost had a heart attack. And I shit you not, his response was, oh, that's it. Just oh. And just kept going on about his day. I was like, okay, suspicious. I was starting to have my suspicions that this man was a little sociopathic. There would be like nights where I would just like, I remember I would like cry and be like, I just like don't feel like you love me. And he's like, I don't
know what you're talking about.
And I was like, I just like don't see anything behind your eyes. Like actually would get upset at me and he'd be like,
you're crazy. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
So I ended up breaking up with him. A couple weeks later, I start to get paranoid that he hexed me. I don't know like if he ever did, but like he sort of became Oogie Boogie. And that's why I call him Oogie Boogie, because me and my friends straight up were like, I can't figure him out. He's fucking creepy. Like he's weird. Like he was so manipulative to the point where it was like eerie. And like nobody could read him. I was just like getting spooked, okay? I don't know if I spooked myself or what, but I was like, he hexed me. I remember it ended up like showing up at his house. I like took an Uber. It was like a $50 Uber. I went to his house because I felt like I was like, I can't do anything but think about him. I swear he put a spell on me. So I literally like show up at his house to tell him that I feel like he put a spell on me. And what was even creepier, when I get there, I knocked on the door and a girl opens the door. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, he already moved on. Like, and he was like, no, this is my friend, you know, like, this is just my spiritual friend. And they had like their little cards out and like their crystals. And I was like, oh, this is weird. And she was like, oh my God.
I was just telling him that I felt like you were going to come here.
And I was like already feeling creeped out by everything. And that was like the cherry on top of the cake. I was like, okay, this is just fucking weird. Like, LA fucking freaks, man. I remember I asked him, I was like, did you put a spell on me? And he just like laughed. Ended up staying there again for like the week. And I was like investigating his house, like rummaging through his drawers, trying to find some sort of evidence of witchcraft. I was like looking in his candles to see if like he had anything of mine, like a piece of my hair, I don't fucking know. I went back home, finalized the breakup, and I hexed his ass. I'm not kidding. Me and my girlfriends, we went to the graveyard. It was supposed to be like symbolic of like our relationship is dead. Was that a good idea, casting a spell in a graveyard? Fuck no. That was the worst idea ever. Literally called up his phone, he answers, and I literally just say the Latin chant out loud and I hang up.
In
He actually never contacted me again. So yeah, you guys, that's my most toxic relationship. It was kind of like chaotic. But anyways, yeah, that is the end of the story time. I hope you guys enjoyed this strange story. Smash that like button, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you later, alligator. Psh.